Right now. It's going to go live. Hey there, this is Malorian and She-Ra, and normally every Monday I do a Paintasode, and I put up now recently a video a day before so that you can post your questions, but I didn't do that today because today won't be a Paintasode, even though we'll be painting. Today will be a Santasode. So, you know, it's Christmas time, Santa goodness, and so I thought I'd do a Paintasode, Santasode with my daughter here, She-Ra. We're going to be doing some painting and talking, but I mean, if somebody's watching, you can pose questions, but otherwise, we'll probably just be chatting about whatever. Plus, Kieran Dunleavy gathered me and Whoopi Womp for a Christmas special. So, I mean, a lot of things you might be asking me might be things I covered there. So I'm going to say, go check out Kieran Dunleavy's channel. He's going to be putting up that video in the next couple of days. And otherwise, we're going to be painting for about an hour and chatting about stuff. And hopefully you can join us. So what are you drinking today, She-Ra?
Milk.
Milk, good one. I'm drinking some dark ginger ale. I don't understand how that's different, but my buddy brought over yesterday, and it's not horrible. I hear that you stuck your finger in it. Did you at least taste it after?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And so was it okay?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it.
It's good to hear. Now, painting-wise, I'm going to be having to help out She-Ra, passing her a lot of paints and stuff, so I don't think I'm going to finish anything. But what I'm going to be trying to work on is Striker 3. Really cool model. Lots of work you got to do on this guy, though. So I'm just going to be slowly working on him. She-Ra, what are you working on? What are you painting?
A girl.
Which girl is it?
Sora.
Sorsh.
Sarsha.
Sorsha, yeah, that's it. So we've actually started playing some games here. So I got the 2-player Warmachine box, and pretty much what we did is the first game we played with no feat and no spells. We added in the feat for last time, right, that you played? And right now you guys are 1-1. So what do you like about Sorsha? And she decided to go with pink. Now it's going to be focusing on this mic, but she's been, she goes for pink. Because, you know, stuff. But why did you want to go with pink for your color scheme?
Because it's my favorite color.
Favorite color? That's a good way to do it. Now, what do you like about Sorsha?
She has freezing power.
Freezing power. And that's always really good. Now, I guess I might as well get you a paint. What color do you want to work on next?
Yellow.
Yellow? Easy. So, in your game, what is your favorite thing that you're liking so far about Warmachine? Is there something that's like, you know what? I love this thing about Warmachine. Is there something that really stands out for that?
The freezing power of her.
Should I make him a white? The freezing power is nice. You like the special like magic powers that they have? That's your fun thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense. I think I have to make him a dark brown horse. Is there anything, what are you not liking about Warmachine so far?
How Ben always beats me.
Well, he doesn't. You guys are 1-1 right now, right?
Yeah.
So he won one game and you won one game. Who do you think's going to win the next one?
I'm guessing Ben.
Yeah, why do you say that?
Because Ben won one game, I won the other.
Okay.
Then I'm guessing it would be in a pattern, so the next person that it would be winning is Ben.
Ah. Are you a gambling girl?
I don't know.
You know, there's some people that's what they do is they go to the horse track.
What?
And they'll be betting which horse do they think is going to win. Would you put money on who you think is going to win between you and Ben and He-Man?
No.
No, that's probably better. A lot of people that lose a lot of money making bad gambling choices. So good to hear that I don't have to worry about that. I'll come home and they're packing away the house because you bet it all on Striker 3. Never bet on Striker 3.
That's a dumb thing to bet on.
Now, Striker 3, my guy, he's on a big horse. Sorsha isn't. You think that's not fair?
No.
So do you think that they should make a Sorsha where she's riding a big horse?
Mm-mm.
Well, should be riding something else, or you just think my person should not be on a horse?
I think that they're both perfect how they are.
Oh, okay. So just no horses. Just stay the way you are. That's the way that you see how it goes? All right. My son, He-Man, is a little bit grumpy. He's hitting on the walls. I'm guessing She-Ra's going there now to give him heck. He's a little bit younger. He didn't really have a good day today. Oh, yeah, he's not happy at all. She-Ra, just stay here. Just stay here, She-Ra. It's not worth it. Here's your first tip as being a parent. Sometimes the best way to deal with things like that when kids are tired is you just don't even deal with it at all. You just let them fall asleep and be angry and throw things, and that's it.
And let them break their own toys.
If they have to, you know, we can always throw out the toys. I have no problems with that. Now, what would you do if you were the parent and your son was really tired? What would you do?
I would stay in his room until I fall asleep.
So you'd actually stay in his room watching over him like a hawk.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, see, that way it can work. The problem is when you get outnumbered. Like right now, I got 2 kids to watch. There's you and there's He-Man. So I can't just stand there waiting for one to fall asleep.
When the other's perfectly good.
Yeah, I suppose so. So how about this? How many kids do you think you're going to have when you grow up?
At least one.
At least one. Now, what'd be the maximum? Where you don't want any more than this number?
8.
8 would be a lot. So 7's okay? If you end up with 7 kids, you're like, you know what? This is okay.
It would be okay.
Is it just because, like, why do you think you can handle 7 kids? Because? Like, to me, I like 2 kids because I have 2 hands. So I could grab both of them, and I'm controlling. Now, you plan to be like an octopus and hold on to them all?
No.
Are you going to have like a team of midwives that are going to be helping you out?
No.
Are you going to deal with these 7 kids?
You know how I'm going to do it?
No? How are you going to do it?
I'm guessing that half would be lots of easy, the other half would be hard. So
Okay.
I would just have to deal with one half and the other half, I don't have to deal with it.
You know what you could also do is just sell the bad half. Huh?
What? I'm not selling kids.
Why not?
Because
Because of what? What's wrong with that?
Because they're my kids.
But they're bad kids, you know, and they could be making perfect hamburgers. Have you ever tasted kid hamburgers?
No, but
They're delicious.
I've been guessing they're going to be gross.
You know how sometimes you chew on your fingernails?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. You're tasting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Just think how tasty you'd be as a hamburger. It's a good thing you turned out to be a good kid, hey? Otherwise, you could be covered in ketchup.
Dad.
I'd be having fries at the same time.
Dad.
What? I'm just saying it's good that it turned out that you're good. What's wrong with that?
You didn't turn Ben into a hamburger.
Not yet. Not yet. Would it be more acceptable to you if I turned him into something better? Like, you know, a hamburger is kind of lowbrow. What if I turned him into steaks?
No, we're not turning Ben into food.
Okay, okay.
We turn pigs, chickens, and cows into food, not Benjamins.
But only the bad cows and the bad pigs. See, it's the same rule there. You know, all the good pigs, they grow up and they get nice jobs, but all the bad pigs, bacon.
Oh, brother.
Hey, it's about time you learn these things. You know, they don't tell you all these things in school. That's why you got good old Daddy Malorian to teach you.
Why do we each have, like...
Each have what? Oh, there's a secret you don't want to tell on the internet?
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. You can save that secret. You guys have to guess what the secret was that she wants to talk about. So let's talk about Christmas, since we have that coming up. So would you say this year you were a good girl or a bad girl?
Good.
Now, on a rating of 1 to 10, where 1's really bad and 10's really good, where do you think you fell in there?
10.
10. You thought they were that good of a girl. And what was it you were hoping to get for Christmas this year?
Puppy.
A puppy? Now, clearly, to get something like a puppy, you'd have to be really good. So if you figure you were a 10, that's probably okay. But maybe you had to be an 11. You know? Maybe you were good and you were a 10, but you'd be like an 11 to get a puppy. Because a puppy is a puppy. You think so?
I think it was a 12.
You were a 12? Touche. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good was He-Man this year?
I think it was a 3.
A 3. Uh-oh. So if a 10 gets a puppy, what does a 3 get?
Stocking for coal.
Coal. Well, see, coal's supposed to be really bad. So if a 3 gets coal, what does a 2 get?
Coal.
More coal. So it really doesn't matter if you're a 3 or a 2. What if you're a 1? What do you get then if you were just a 1? You're that bad.
A little piece of coal with no presents.
So no matter what, you're just a coal all the way through. Or do you get less coal if you're worse? Is that how it works?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And you get no presents.
So if you were a 3, you would get coal and presents?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you feel sometimes Santa's too nice? Do you feel like Santa should come and spank all the bad kids? No?
I think coal and presents, that's good.
Yeah?
Now spanking, kids will see Santa then.
Oh, that's true. Santa couldn't be spanking kids unless he spanked them while they slept.
They will wake up.
Oh. What if, instead of giving them regular toys, Santa gave them toys that spank them? That way, they don't see Santa, and they still get their spanks. Huh?
Mm.
See, this is the stuff you gotta think of when you're an adult. Do you want to tell the people watching what type of snacks you're having today?
Gum.
Gum.
Just
Your
gum.
fancy machine gum. So, let's talk about your gaming. So, what type of games do you play so far?
I don't know.
Well, you gotta know.
A lot.
Yeah, but what are they mainly? Are they video games? Are they board games? Are they toy?
Board games.
Okay, board games. What's your favorite board game so far?
Killer Bunny.
Killer Bunnies. That's for those. How about you explain to them how Killer Bunnies works? And if you're not using yellow anymore, you should close it so it doesn't dry out. So why don't you tell the people watching how Killer Bunnies works?
It's just a bunch of cards.
Yeah, but what are you trying to do? How do you win Killer Bunnies?
Getting the winner carrot.
Now, how do you get carrots?
Money.
And how do you get money?
Each turn you pick a card.
All right, all right. Now, what else can you do during the game?
You can get misfortunes which kill your bunnies.
Yeah, those bad things happen. So, as a cute little girl, why do you like a game where things die and you get to kill things? Do you just not follow those stereotypes?
No.
Or do you just love killing? That'd be bad. How are you a 10 if you like killing?
I don't.
Well, you like killer bunnies. So is this okay to kill bunnies? Is that what you're saying?
We have a pet bunny.
Yeah. Are you going to kill our bunny?
No!
What about Bunny Santa Claus? Huh? I don't think Bunny Santa Claus is going to be happy with you at all. You're going to get a little piece of coal in the shape of a carrot from Bunny Santa Claus. Think that's how it works? No, probably not. So what other board games do you play?
Well, we play Survive.
Yeah, we play Survive. Now, what game do you like better, Survive or Killer Bunnies?
Killer Bunnies.
And what do you like better about Killer Bunnies?
It's just a bunch of cards.
So do you like it that it's easier, that you're just using cards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're both about killing.
Yeah, they actually are both about killing. I'm noticing a trend in the games you like. It's a little bit worrying.
Yeah.
Little Miss, I'm so good, I'm a 10. So how about what other board games you play?
Well, I play. I can't remember the names of other ones.
Are you ever the king of Tokyo?
Oh, that one.
Now, do you like Killer Bunnies better than that one?
Mhm.
And why do you like Killer Bunnies better than that one?
It's just a bunch of cards.
So still, you just like the cards.
Mhm.
Now, do you like that about Warmachine then? That Warmachine has a bunch of cards in it?
Mhm.
Do you think you're going to like Warmachine more than you like Killer Bunnies?
No.
Well, so far, how would you rate it? On a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is awesome, what score would you give Warmachine?
I would give it a 9.
A 9, that's really good. And what score would you give Killer Bunnies?
For now, a 10.
A 10. So I mean, they're actually pretty close there. Now, my guy here that I'm painting has this massive, massive banner that he's carrying. Why do you think he carries that banner?
Because he's the banner leader.
The banner leader. So what does that let you do?
You're the leader of the banner, of course.
So like you're leader of the band? Like a singing band?
No, the banner.
I'm not understanding. You gotta be more clear with me. So if you have a banner, what can you do in the army that's so special? I mean, here he is, the big leader on this horse with his big banner. What's the banner doing for him? You know, that arm could have a shield, you could have a gun, you could have another weapon. What's that banner doing for him?
It knows which team he's on.
Oh, so if he's up against your Kador, then my guys know who my guys are. And they won't shoot him like they're going to shoot all your guys. So what are you going to do to stop my guys from shooting your guys?
I thought he didn't have a gun.
He doesn't, but his army does. Signar's all about the guns. Pew, pew, pew.
One.
I don't know, because we're cowardly and we like to hide and just shoot you from afar. So what's Kador going to do to deal with this?
Probably kick him in the private.
Okay. So you're just going to take the fight to us. That's going to be your game plan?
Yeah.
Now, your guys are actually kind of slow. So how are you going to... They are. Whereas my guys are usually like movement 5. You guys are normally movement 4. So we're faster. So how are you going to catch us?
I just use some of my energy to speed it up.
Ah, so you have some spells that'll make you go faster?
I don't know.
You know what's one thing you could do?
What?
So let's say I have all these gun guys. Pew, 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 pew.
Okay.
What Sorsha can do is she can zip up, freeze all my guys, which will give you extra time to run up to me. Pretty good, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Now, so far, you're putting some yellow on your pink Sorsha. So what parts are you making pink and what parts are you making yellow?
We'll have to see in the end.
So right now, you're just kind of like putting colors wherever? It's not like metal's one color and cloth is another color? Do you have any system you're doing or just whatever looks good?
Whatever looks good.
You know, there's no problem doing that. Right now, I am painting this little cloth here. He actually has like a double cloak on. See, look at this. He has his cape at the bottom. There's like this type of like cloth, whatever, insulation thing. And then he has a black fancy one on top. Why would you wear 2 cloaks? Isn't that flashy? Aren't you showing off at that point?
One would be to keep him warm because he's basically fighting in the winter.
Okay, because Kador, they are like living in the snowland, so that's a good idea. You want to stay warm.
And the black one would be like a protector because if the warm one gets so snowy, it's basically not warm anymore.
That's true. That's true.
So the black one's kind of the protector of the warm one.
So let's do a little bit more Santa talk. So we're going to be doing this for about an hour. We're only about 15 minutes in, so we're about 25% of the way through. We are watching for comments. If you have any other comments, you can put them in. But here's a question. Let's say right now we're painting, and there's a crash in the back, and Santa crashes. What would you do?
I will go check out what happened.
Now, let's say you go out there, and it turns out that Santa was, he hit a cloud. He hit a cloud, crashed, and fell down. So his sled is broken. How are you going to help him now?
I get him to gather up all his things and go to the repair shop.
Now, who repairs sleds?
I don't know.
I don't repair sleds. So what type of people do you think fix them?
The elves.
The elves. But there's no elves around here, or at least I don't think so. Do you know of any elves?
Elmer and Twinkle.
Oh, those are our elf on the shelf that we have here.
One's old style, the other one's new.
So those two little guys that fix the sleigh,
Yeah.
they just use my tools?
Seriously.
Well, what tools are they going to use?
They're magic.
Oh, right. The magic, the magic. Now, if they were to use my tools, don't you think that I deserve to get a few extra presents?
Why?
Because they use my tools. It was my tools that saved Christmas. Don't you think that I deserve another video game or something? Or some more Warmachine? Yeah. I helped to save Christmas.
You don't play video games.
I used to. I could do it again.
Oh, brother.
How about more Warmachine? What if they brought me more Signar?
Then that would just be crazy, baby.
All right. We could try something else. So let's say this. Let's say Santa crashes, but the sled is okay. But Santa is too hurt to keep on going. What do you do then?
He will call his elves to help him.
So the elves just deliver the presents?
Yeah.
All right.
Then the elves will help him get back to the North Pole.
But who's going to deliver the presents?
The elves.
Now, do the elves know how to do it?
Yeah.
Is there like a training program they have back in the North Pole?
Yes, Daddy.
Well, sorry, I'm not an elf. I don't know these things.
Oh, brother.
So, if elves know how to deliver presents, why is Santa still doing it? Can't Santa just sit at home and say, elves, go deliver the presents. I'm going to stay here. You know, if they both can do it, why is Santa doing it?
Because Santa does it so you can see all the children. But just in case something bad happens, he trains the elves.
So Santa does it just because he likes to see the kids? So don't the elves like to see kids? So is Santa being greedy? That's like if I have all the gum because I like gum. And I know you like gum too, but I want the gum. See, that's greedy. Is Santa a meanie?
He trains his elves just for emergency.
Like, what if the North Pole is attacked? Can the elves defend the North Pole? Now, how would they fight off the bad guys? Let's say there's an army of penguins attacking the North Pole. Are you okay? So how are the elves going to fight off the penguin army?
Send penguins home.
Yeah, but how?
They get elf guns and shoot.
So what do elf guns shoot?
Lollipops.
Lollipops.
And candy canes.
Now, is that sending the penguins away because they actually like stab the penguins? Or are the penguins like allergic to candy canes? Or are they like diabetic? Or they just can't handle the sugar?
So they shoot it far away, so the penguins follow after the candy.
Oh, so it's more like bait. So you're trying to lead them away.
Mm-hmm.
And then you like lead them all the way into the water so that a shark can eat them.
No.
Well, aren't they going to come back after?
No, they just lead the penguins away and give them a treat, so then don't come back.
Oh, that's all they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what if the penguins actually wanted some presents?
Then they would wait until Christmas.
Oh, does Santa bring presents to the penguins too?
All the animals.
Now, if you were a penguin, what type of present would you want?
I would probably want a fish.
A fish? To eat?
Mm-hmm.
But don't you want a toy?
It's a penguin.
Oh. Do you want a different color now, or are you still working on yellow?
I think I'll do a bit more yellow.
See, you know what I'd want if I was a penguin?
What?
I'd want a gun. Want to know why?
What?
The next time I'm invading the North Pole, I can shoot the elves, and instead of waiting for them to bring me one fish, I'll just go take 100 fish. That's using your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you think the penguins do that? Don't forget to wash off your brush. That yellow's looking a little bit hard there. Oh.
What?
Getting messages. So while I'm answering this message, how about this? Who is the leader of the elves? Because I'm sure that there's Santa, but there's not like all the elves are the same. There's probably one elf that he talks to first, and that elf talks to the other elves. So who's that one elf?
The lead elf.
Yeah, but what do you think his name is?
The lead elf.
Let elf? Where are you going? You gotta come back in the screen. They can't see you now.
Wow.
Yeah, we have something here from Donald Davis saying that the camera is focusing on the mic. That's the problem with this one webcam, is I can't really change that. So we're going to be a little bit out of focus, but luckily you're not supposed to be really watching us. You're supposed to be being painting. So hopefully that won't be that big of a deal. I'm ugly anyway. I guess you want to see She-Ra a little bit more. On a scale of 0 to like 1 to 10, where 10 is gorgeous and 1 is me, how beautiful would you say you are?
About in the middle.
Like 5? All right, so you're modest. You're modest. What do you think you'd need to do to become more beautiful? Don't know? You know what I do? I think, you know how penguins like fish? That's because fish is like makeup. You gotta get that fish and you put them on your ears like an earring. And you take like the little like fish tongue and you put that in your nose. Think that's a good idea? You falling asleep?
Mm-mm.
All right. So, what's something you want to talk about? Because that's the big thing about the Santasode. They're wanting to paint while they listen to us talk. If we're not talking, they're not painting.
Why not?
Because we're not giving them any entertainment.
Why not?
This is the why game. For any parents out there, you want to play the why game?
Why?
Because it'd be fun.
It's the why game.
This is where kids keep on saying why all the time and asking for more information. So here, I'll say something, and all you have to do is say why. You are a good painter.
Why?
Because you know what colors will look best on the model.
Why?
Because you've been watching me.
Why?
Because I'm a very good painter.
Why?
Because I learn from the best.
Why?
Because learning from the worst is a really bad idea.
Why?
Because then I'd paint like once bitten. Oh! Yeah, that's right. See how I led into that? No, once bitten, he's actually a really, really good painter. You know how sometimes you look at my stuff and you're like, hey, that's pretty good? No, my stuff is garbage. I can paint okay, but there's people out there that paint amazing, which is silly because then they watch me for my Santasodes. Is there a different new color you want? What color do you want? Orange. All right, so you got the pink base, now you got the yellow arms and dress, and then you're gonna get orange on there somewhere. Hopefully this orange is still good. The last time I used these orange is for my orc football team. There's actually a game called Blood Bowl where you can be having your guys and they fight in football.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's really crazy because all these crazy things happen and your guys can get injured and all of a sudden you can cheat and all this fun stuff.
Football.
But you know what happened to my orc army, my orc football team? I have a lot of friends that said that, oh, we want to be doing some Blood Bowl. You should make up an army. So I bought some stuff. I made them. I converted them. I painted them. And know what they said then?
What?
We don't want to play anymore.
Why not?
They said that they didn't think it'd be fun. They'd rather play other games. And so there I was with all these painted orc football guys for no reason. What do you think I should have done to them when they said that? When they broke my trust?
You just said, okay.
That's it? You just say, okay? You don't get revenge somehow?
You don't get revenge.
See, you're too nice. I don't know what happened. You're not mean like me.
You're not mean.
Oh, I'm mean. You're adopted.
No, I was actually not.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm not your real father.
Oh, brother.
That's right. My brother is your real father. Now, which brother do you think it is?
None of your brothers are my father.
We're going to have to go into Maury and find out who the father is. And I'll be like, not the father. If you had to pick one person to be your father, who would it be?
You.
Okay, but let's say I exploded. Because you know the penguin elf fight?
Oh,
I actually took a candy cane to the throat. And so I'm dead now. And exploded. So who is going to be your new dad? How about from a cartoon? What cartoon person or from TV would you want to be your dad?
Seriously?
Yeah, this is just something for fun. So I exploded from a candy cane death. Who's going to be your new dad? I think
Okay.
Captain Bugs Bunny. Why would you want Bugs Bunny to be your dad?
Because?
Because he has lots of carrots.
No.
He can
First of all, he can talk with my rabbit. Second
Yeah,
of all,
that's a good point.
second of all,
Yeah,
he's a smart rabbit.
he is really smart. He can help you with your homework.
He tricks Daffy.
Yeah, but tricks are for kids.
And that's it.
Okay, well that's good, you know. So now we have a plan. So if anything ever happens to me, then we have a plan of who your new dad's going to be.
But
Now
I'm sure he's just a puppet.
Now here's the bad news. During the Elf Penguin War, I took a candy cane and exploded, and then Mom came to save me, and she tripped on a fish and broke her back. And so now you need to get a new mom too. So from your cartoons, who would you want to be your new mom? So you have Bugs Bunny as a dad. Who's going to be your mom? Daffy Duck's going to be your new mom?
Yes.
Now Daffy Duck he's a boy. Now would he have to dress up as a mom or would he just stay the normal Daffy Duck?
The normal Daffy Duck.
Okay. Now why would you pick Daffy Duck? Because this is important. People want to know. Out there somewhere in the world of internets, somebody is now an orphan because their parents were killed from the Elf Penguin War. And they need to, yeah. Just think of how many people are out there. It's got to be happening to someone. So they got to know who they should pick as their new mom and why. So why do you pick Daffy Duck? Because
they're in the same cartoon.
So just because they know each other, they might work out better?
Yeah.
But Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, they fight all the time. Do you want your parents to be fighting all the time?
They actually don't.
I don't know. Maybe we're watching different cartoons. Cartoons that I watch, Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck aren't really friends. No more reasons? All right. Okay, that's fine. So I see we have a couple of viewers. If you want to post up anything you actually want me to talk about more seriously, you can. Like I said, we already did the Christmas show with Kieran Dunleavy, which will be on his channel, so you'll be able to check that out in the next couple of days or so. But if you have something you want us to talk about now, either me or both of us, post it up. We can talk about it. Like that's already been said, it is focusing on the mic, but of course if we put the mic here, it's not going to work as well. So how's the painting going on your Sorcia then? Now, here's something that was brought up that over the internet they're fighting about. How important is it to have your models painted? So let's say you have a choice of people to play against. One of them has a painted army and the other one doesn't. This is gray or silver. Which one do you want to play against? So to you, it actually doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's painted or not. You just want to play against either of them. Okay, that's fair. It's looking good. You know, I was wondering about that orange, but the orange and the pink is mixing together. Now, in some tournaments, you have to be painted in order to play.
Why?
It's just the rules they have. I mean, the people that are running those tournaments decide, you know what, we believe painting is so important. If you want to play in our tournament, you have to be painted. Now, if you were to go to one of those tournaments, would you want your army to look as good as possible? Or if it just said 3 colors, just do 3 colors and all your models and be done?
I would stop in the detail.
Yeah, do the detail, take that extra step. That's a good idea.
What I did, I made her a belt.
Oh, good job. Starting to pick out the detail. See, that's the next step. First, you get people to slop it on the colors, and then next, you start doing the detail. Here, I'm just going to show them a little bit of what she's looking like so far. Oh, yeah. So, you know what you should start doing now? Is you should start doing a rivalry.
What's
So,
that?
well, that's where you have someone that's your nemesis, your enemy. So, do you want to have a nemesis for painting that you're competing with?
No.
No? Well, that's no fun. Although, to be fair, I don't think I have any nemesis either. Nobody wants to bother fighting with my speed painting of garbage. As I'm sitting here doing almost no painting at all. But to be fair, this guy has lots of details. Look at all the details on there.
No detail.
No detail. Look all over him. There's all these different plates of armor that are different types. There's all these little lightning conducting things all over.
I don't see any detail.
You got these glasses on, right? Yeah. And see, this is why I don't like painting horses, because they're just extra detail. If I was just painting the guy on the top, easy. I can be done that in no time. But this bloody horse has this stuff all over him. How about this? Should I be painting the guy on top and you're painting the horse?
The horse would look very stupid if I painted it.
Well, to be fair, it looks pretty stupid when I paint it. Do you know that there's even horses in your army too?
Yes.
Now, if you had a choice, would you be painting one of the men or women, or would you be painting the horse?
I'll start with the easy part, then go to the hard part.
Well, what one do you think is easier, a horse or a person?
The person.
Okay. So you don't like painting horses either,
I do.
but you'd rather not if given the opportunity and the choice. Are there too many questions in Paintasodes? You got to teach them young to deal with this frustration. Just think, I do this every week, and for an hour, I got to deal with questions. The good news is that we're about 35 minutes in, so only about 25 minutes left. Do you just want me to talk about things while you paint, or do you want me giving you more questions?
You can give me more questions if you want.
Okay, more questions.
If you want.
Oh, I want. So, all right, She-Ra, here's the deal. We are fast forwarding through time, and you are about to get married.
Okay.
What type of man do you think you're going to marry?
That is not an idiot.
Okay, so you're looking for somebody smart. Are they tall, short, or somewhere in the middle?
I don't
care. So they could be like a slinky man. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. Now, how about this? Brown hair, blonde hair, or no hair?
It does not matter.
So he could be a slinky man. That's like what is that stuff called? Play-Doh. You don't like the Play-Doh guys that you push them from the bottom and their hair grows? So we're gonna make you like a Play-Doh husband. So you can push the bottom and his hair can grow to different colors and sizes, and he'll be a slinky man. Well, you don't care. That's what you said. You don't care.
I didn't say it could be a slinky, now did I?
Well, you didn't say it couldn't be a slinky.
It is not going to be a slinky.
Okay. So no slinky, but for the record, you did not.
No Play-Doh.
Oh, I thought we had you there with the Play-Doh. Okay, that's all right. So, but still, would you rather have someone who's tall, short, or medium-sized?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, that part doesn't matter. How about skinny, fat, or in between?
Still doesn't matter.
You just don't care about anything. You're just going to grab some random man and he can be your husband? What's the one thing that'll be important about your husband that he has to have?
Being nice.
Being nice, that's another one. Okay, that's good. So what's the next thing? So we have 10 people that are all nice. What's going to use to pick out which ones they're going to be your husband? What else is important? Being nice and
caring about nature.
Caring about nature. Okay, so you want someone who's more of an outdoorsy person and likes the environment. So that's
like me.
Just like who?
Me.
That's like you. Okay. So far it sounds like your perfect match is Captain Planet. But we're gonna keep going.
Brother.
Wait. He's a hero.
He is not existing.
Oh, he's gonna take pollution down to 0.
Oh, brother.
Okay, so we need someone who is nice. We need someone who is good with the environment. Do you want me to get you another color? Well, I'm gapping at you. What color do you want?
The skin color.
The skin color one? Sure. Okay, so nice, cares about the environment. What do you want them not to be like?
Hating.
Not hating. Okay. What's something else that you don't want to have in your husband? Now that might be too much paint. You might want to wipe a little bit off first. Yeah, just like that. So what's something else you don't want to be a quality of your husband?
Not letting other people borrow some of their stuff.
No borrowing. So he doesn't share it all.
He just keeps stuff to himself. That's what I don't want.
Oh, you want him to be sharing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. We have some here from Adam Meir saying your kid paints better than me. It's a process. She's getting better all the time. Her first thing she painted, of course, is just like paint over. But now, as time goes on, she's picking out details, and it won't be long till she's painting better than me, I'm sure. Now,
I'm already painting better than you.
Oh, that's how we're gonna go with this, eh? All right. Well, you know what? To be fair, if I was to hold up this model and this model, I would say yours is better because mine is just a little bit of color on what else is just black, and you at least have colors on there. In fact, if we were at a tournament that required at least 3 colors, this would not be allowed. This would. So according to tournaments, this is a better model. Pretty good, eh?
Can I have black?
Oh, you're already done with the skin color? You haven't done the hands yet.
So?
Does she not have skin on her hands? Does she have like robo hands?
I want her to have gloves on.
Oh, okay. So wash off your brush, and what's the one you want next? Black, right. So, okay, we've decided how we want your husband to be like. What job do you think he's going to have?
I think he's going to have a nature guider job.
So he'll be like a ranger?
Yeah.
Now, will he be a Power Ranger?
No.
No? Because Power Rangers care about the environment.
I don't want a Power Ranger.
Why? Is it because their
never
jobs are pretty
spend
dangerous?
time.
They don't spend time at home?
Right.
That's a fair point. You know, all those Power Rangers, they don't spend any time at home. You know, think about the shows you've been watching. You ever see their wives or their significant others? No, they're always at work. They're workaholics. And that's not good, is it?
So if I had a Power Ranger husband, I would not be happy with it.
I think you need a little bit more paint on that brush. And things might be dry up here. You might have to get it all the way from the bottom. What I do sometimes, I get the paint on here first, and then I wipe it off on here to get the right amount of paint that I want. Like, not on the back, I'm meaning on this little spout there. So here, I'll show you. I get the paint from the bottom, and I do this. And then that way, by twisting it while I pull it towards myself, I'm making it more pointy, and I'm getting just the right amount of paint. So, okay, so he's not going to be a Power Ranger. He's going to be a regular Ranger. Now, how many kids are you going to have? You said between 2 and 7, right? Now, how many of those will be boys?
I'm guessing at least 3.
3 of them, okay. And so 4 girls then?
Yes.
Okay. Now, which ones do you think you're going to like more, the girls or the boys?
The girls.
The girls. Now, why are you going to like the girls better?
Because they don't have angry attitude like boys do.
Oh, some girls have some attitude as well, if you know what I mean, right?
Excuse me.
Yeah, I know some girls with some attitude, eh? Know what I'm saying?
I'm about to paint you in the face.
You're going to paint me in the face? All right, I'll back up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, how about this? So you have 3 boys and 4 girls. What happens if they get into a fight?
I separate them, of course.
Now, how are you going to separate them? Like electronic fence?
No. Send them to their room.
Now, that means you're going to have like lots of rooms. So 7 rooms for the kids, and then a room for you guys as well, for the adults. Are you and your husband going to be in the same room or separate rooms?
Same.
Same room, okay. So this house has to have 8 rooms.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a big house.
I think we have like 9 doors in our house.
9 doors? Only? Well, just think, if you have 8 rooms, each of those must have a door. That means if you have 9 doors, you have only 1 more door in the whole house. You think you just want to live in a castle? Would that make things easier? I think we're getting to the limit of asking questions to She-Ra. But your painting is coming along well. I really like what you're doing there. She has the black gloves going on there. I can still hear He-Man upstairs being pissed off. So you gotta realize He-Man could be part of this Santasode as well, but he was a little bit grumpy today. So Mama Malorian said that he had to go to bed early. So he's not too happy with this. So okay. So let's skip ahead to Christmas here, because again, this is a Santasode. Now let's say that Santa makes a mistake, and instead of getting you what you wanted to get, he got you some socks. What would you do if you just got socks for Christmas?
It would be fine with me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You're happy with whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's say he got you a fish. Would you be happy with your fish?
Yes, but he probably can't bring a fish.
Why not?
It's dead.
Well, don't you want a pet dead fish?
No.
Just think. Okay, normal pets, you have to feed, you have to pick up their poop, you got to take care of. Dead fish, you don't feed, they don't poop, you just leave them in their little tank, and they're done. You don't need to do anything. They're the easiest pet ever.
And if I have other alive fish in there, it would just be this easy.
To do what? I don't understand what's easy.
You just, the alive fish, eat the dead fish.
The live fish is going to eat the dead fish?
Yes.
Now, what if the dead fish was a zombie fish and started eating your alive fish?
What do you think I would do?
I think you would bite the zombie fish so that you could be a zombie girl.
Oh, brother.
Hey, zombies are stronger than normal people
Zombies don't exist.
that you know of.
Oh, brother.
Did you ever look to see what's hiding in the shed?
Daddy.
No, it's not me.
I've seen the shed before.
At night? Because see, during the day, the zombies have to go to their jobs. It's only at night that they go back to the shed. Hey, zombies need money. They need to work.
No, they don't.
You think brains are free?
Yes.
That's why our zombie, he's an accountant. So every day he goes, he works with Opa, and then he is able to go to the store, buy some brains, cooks them up in the shed. What is going? Why are you hitting me?
Zombies don't exist.
That's what they want you to think.
Oh, brother.
It's probably what your brother wants you to think too. So if there was one type of monster you were scared of, what would it be?
It doesn't matter because monsters don't exist.
Really?
Really?
What about Hitler?
Oh, brother.
He was a monster, some would say. Are you scared of Hitler?
No,
No?
because they don't exist.
But he used to. And what if he came back as zombie Hitler?
Zombies don't exist, I told you.
Not yet. But they will when zombie Hitler comes back.
If zombies don't exist, then Hitler can't.
Okay. Theoretically, if zombies did exist, how would you beat the zombies?
Seriously?
Yeah, this is just theoretically. Like,
I make friends with them.
you would make friends with the zombies. How would you make friends with them?
Remember all those dancing zombie videos?
The dancing, like, you know, I'm just a lonely zombie. Like, oh, you mean Thriller? You're talking about that one?
I'm talking about where that
Dun, 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 dun. I'm trying to make sure we're talking about the same video.
I'm talking about when the girl
Thriller, Thriller, yeah.
I am talking about when the girl pulls out the violin from the ground and makes the zombie dance.
She pulls a violin from the ground.
Seriously, you don't know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't remember a violin making zombies dance. Although, I did used to play the violin in school, which means that if the zombies do
brother.
attack, I can just find my old violin and we'll all be saved. Yeah. It's like the piper who was able to control the rats or whatever they were to take them out of town. I'll have my little violin and I'll just like lead off all the zombies into a volcano and kill them that way.
You're kidding, right?
So, if nothing else, this has been teaching you guys how to piss off your daughter for no reason.
And also make your daughter hit you.
Yeah, it's true. You did hit me. So for a long time, you were wanting to do these paint-a-sodes. Would you ever want to do another paint-a-sode?
Yes. If you stop bothering me all the time.
But we have to keep talking. There's the guys out there that are painting.
Oh, brother.
Well, it's true. Don't be painting your fingernails.
I didn't mean to.
You didn't mean to. You're sitting there doing it on purpose to your thumb, and you're saying you didn't mean to.
I cleaned my brush off, then was trying to get it off with a clean brush.
So you weren't painting your thumb. You were merely trying to get the paint off your brush. That's what your excuse is.
I'm trying. I got the paint off my brush.
If you did, why is there paint on your thumb?
It was there when I looked at my thumb.
So you're blaming who? All right. We got another question. So Andrea, or She-Ra, the world knows your name. No, stay here. Stay here. We're almost done. We got 10 minutes now, so if there's any, we're not really getting any questions today, which is probably just because we're having a little fun one for a Santasode. But here's a question. There's a lot of gamers out there. What would be your advice for what to give a gamer for Christmas? Ignore him. He's a zombie. Look at him. He's totally a zombie. His eyes are all glazed over. He looks like he's tired.
Goodbye, He-Man.
But see, that's why people don't believe zombies exist. They think they're just all tired people, but they're actually zombies. Do you ever see Ben eat? Did you ever see He-Man eat?
Yes, I saw him eat, and he doesn't eat friends.
Oh, that's what he wanted you to think. What's the last thing you saw him eat? What's the last thing you saw him eat?
A Baconator.
Yeah, that was a Braininator. I had to get these things specifically for him. See, little did you know that He-Man died 2 years ago, but we brought him back as a zombie. So now we just keep him alive as a zombie, but we have to kind of like incorporate him into normal society so nobody gets scared, right? See how he creeps into the screen? That's what a zombie would do. It's all the little hints you gotta look for. See how he looks evil? See how he's looking at your brain? Yeah, that's a zombie right there. You see how you try and fight him off, but he just keeps coming? That's a zombie. So I think that's going to be just about it. I have to deal with both these kids and get them to bed before Mrs. Malorian gets here and gets really angry. But either way, I wanted to say Merry Christmas to all my viewers and subscribers. I know it's been a big year of change, but thank you for you who are watching, sticking around. Hopefully there'll be a lot of great things coming up in 2015. Like I said, if you go over to Kieran Dunleavy's, we talk a lot more about the things that happened in 2014 and the things that we're planning to do in 2015. So go over there and check out his channel. It should be up in the next couple of days. And either way, that's it. So thanks for watching. And is there anything you want to say last, She-Ra? Is there anything you want to say, Zombie He-Man?
No.
All right. Well, there you go.
Bye-bye.
Oh, as always, let me know if you somehow got something painted during this show. Okay, bye.